Hello, sinners. It is I, Father Evil, and I invite you to Destination Station on YouTube.
Bagels and go to Destination Station. This buddy is the bomb.
Yep.
Love it.
Yep.
Fucking A.
Yep.
I had to say that for a reason.
Freddie, take that, motherfucker.
All right. Okay. Fuck you. Yeah. Jamie Kennedy. Subscribe to my man, Destination Station, right now if you want the best content.
What's up? Welcome to Destination Station. As always, I'm Destin. Thank you for clicking on this video. Subscribe to Destination Station because all roads lead to Woodsboro and every town has an Elm Street. Also, if this is your first time here, I got all the links to my socials down below. Check that out. And if you want to become a member on the channel, here's just some of the perks you get for becoming a member on Destination Station. So yeah, consider subscribing, hang out for a little bit, and consider becoming a member.
Let me get to the damn fucking part.
So this movie kind of snuck up on me a little bit, you know, like The Nun 2, I wasn't keeping up with the production of it. I wasn't really, until recently, I was kind of like, oh yeah, that's coming out. It kind of, and then like, I forgot about it again, and then I saw a trailer recently, and I was like, oh yeah, that's actually coming out this week. So I was like very surprised because I have been, you know, eager to see a good horror movie right now. So I was like, oh yeah, I kind of like the first Nun. I know that a lot of people wasn't digging it. I remember liking it a little bit. It was kind of like a one-time watch. And I watched it with my daughter that really enjoyed it, so maybe I was feeding off of that energy of her enjoyment. So yeah, I do need to see the first Nun again to give it like to see it through different lenses. But The Nun 2, I had fun with. You know, is this the best demonic exorcism type movie or anything like that? No, not at all. Is it the best movie in the Conjuring universe? Probably not. But it is one of the better ones, I would say. It actually builds up. This one's kind of like a slow burn in a lot of areas, and it's building up. You got like these two timelines going on. You got like these two nuns that are on the case and trying to figure out what valak is doing and following like the deaths of everybody that's happening, and it's kind of like a slow build. But then we're also following Maurice from the first film that is working at this like boarding school. He's like a maintenance guy, or you know, they call him a servant, you know. And this is the year 1956, and it's in France, and it is like another period piece. You know, I personally would like to see a Nun movie kind of like closer to present time, like if they did The Nun 3, if this is financially successful, I would like to see The Nun in the 70s or something like that, you know, like we got with like The Conjuring 2. That's just what I want, or something like present day, you know, like I just kind of want to, you know, as much as I do appreciate the origin story and the back, you know, like the period piece and the set designs and all that, it's really great, but I feel like we've done it twice now. Let's do a time jump with Valak. And so yeah, there are parts of this movie that I was kind of like, okay, let's get going. Like I felt like we were getting going, and then we would slow down and do a lot of exposition that some of it really wasn't even needed. I feel like it was a lot of it felt like a lot of filler, but it was really good. Whenever it's effective, whenever the nun comes to play, you know, there's really cool imagery. There's like really good camera work. So kudos to the director and the team involved in this, because it does feel like it fits in the Conjuring universe. It does have that James Wan feel, that stamp of it, of approval, and you know, like the way that they did the nun in The Conjuring 2, where she's like in the painting and they do more of that. That's what I wanted from this movie, was more creative imagery and creepiness and dread with Valak, like they did in The Conjuring 2, and that's kind of what I got. Like, so that I'm pleased as a fan. I really do like this character. I think you can do a lot with her. Bonnie Aarons kills it as the demon nun. She's so good and so creepy, and she's actually really cool. I've actually hung out with her, had a couple drinks with her. It's kind of a funny story back at Texas Frightmare. I knew that they were going to make The Nun 2, but I had no idea it was already finished. And I approached her at the bar, that she was at a hotel bar near the convention, and I was just like, hey, are you going to be in The Nun too? And she just who the fuck else is going to be in it? And I just thought that was kind of funny. She kind of roasted me for a minute, but then she drank a beer and was hanging on me and hanging out and just kicking it, and she's such a charismatic person. She owns the room, it feels like she's very, when Bonnie Aarons is in the room, and she's so awesome. And I feel like that I wanted more from her, or not just from her, from the film. More of her with it throughout the movie. There was times I was kind of okay, I did check my watch a couple times, like when are we going into the climax? Are we in it now or what? Because I kind of felt like we were kind of doing the same things over and over, just in different ways. And it's a decent watch. I kind of walked out of this feeling like I felt whenever I first watched the first Nun. And I do need to rewatch that to give it a true rating and see if it still holds up to that. But this one, we focus a lot on Maurice and what's going on with him. They do some really cool stuff with these kids. And with it being in this boarding school, it's kind of creepy. They do create, spoiler alert, I'm not going to give away too many spoilers or anything like that, but if you don't want to know nothing about the movie, turn this off, but please like this video before you get going, so you have been warned. They do create a new a villain or character in this, a new demon. Well, really, it's the devil, supposedly. It's a devil goat. And I thought it was really cool. I was like, oh, this is badass, I thought it was just really well done. I thought that was some of the most intense scenes. I don't know if it was because it's something new and we weren't expecting it, or if it was really just that intense. I really did like it. Kind of gave a little bit of werewolf vibes to it. So I would love to see a spin-off of that. That was a really fun touch of the movie. That was one of the highlights of it. And there is an after credits scene, so stay tuned for that. Leading into the next Conjuring movie. It's nothing real big. It's nothing too big, but there is something. So stay after the credits. And the score and everything in this movie, Marco Beltrami killed it with the score. He's always so good. And this is a fun watch. This will scratch that itch until we get, Saw X or The Exorcist Believer. So yeah, check it out. We need something. We're leading in. We're walking into the fall, even though it feels still the middle of summer, but we are going into the October months, and we're leading up to Halloween. So yeah, I'm glad we could just, kind of kick this off with The Nun 2, and I had fun. Go check it out. Let me know in the comment section below how you felt about it. I would definitely watch it again, but just, keep in mind that it is a little bit of a slow burn at times, and I feel like there's just the addition of the new character that they create in this, that they could do a spin-off with. I still was waiting for that big twist. I was waiting for there'd be just and that's just me. That's just me being spoiled as a horror fan. I just want my movies to be perfect. I want to get that feeling of that jaw drop, oh, I didn't see that coming, or just it might be just me because I'm biased because I love whodunits and stuff like that. So every time I get a twist in a horror movie of somebody being somebody that they're not saying they are throughout the entire movie, I always kind of like that, but that's just me. But this movie, yeah, it was really good. It's got some really cool stuff in it. Sometimes the CGI doesn't always work. I will give it that. There's a couple times I was like, okay, yeah, that looks really fake. But one big highlight, it's in the trailer, so it's not a spoiler or anything, but that scene with the magazines, they do a little bit more with that scene. than what we get in the trailer. Just be looking out for it. It's definitely a highlight, and it's really cool what they do. And that's what shines in these Conjuring movies, is when they do stuff really creative like that. And if they keep that with The Nun, you know, I'm on board for The Nun 3. You know, I just want a time jump. Let's just take it, you know, 20 years. You know, let's take it to the 70s, 60s, 80s, 90s, today, I don't know, in the future. No, I wouldn't want The Nun in the future. That'd be kind of weird. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of just want a more present day Nun movie, because we've done this twice. So anyways, that's just me. If you got a chance to see The Nun 2, what did you think about it? Let me know in the comment section below. And if this is your first time here to Destination Station, consider subscribing, because we do live streams every week, and we also do film roast live streams. So yeah, be a part of the conversation, be a part of the chats and the live streams, and yeah. So anyways, I'm gonna quit babbling. Go see The Nun 2. What else are you gonna see this weekend? All right, this is Destination Station. As always, I'm Destin. Thank you for clicking on this video, and I will see you when I see you. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.